What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are reacting to Spider-Man: A Brand New Day. This is a movie that I saw recently, but before we jump into it, I want to thank all the supports, everybody that's been supporting my last few videos. Y'all have been awesome. Y'all have been killing it. Y'all have been supporting me so wonderfully. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching me be able to go see BTS. It was a great opportunity. I enjoyed going very much. It was a blast. The seats were absolutely killer. Shout out my girlfriend for that. But yeah, so let's jump right into it. This is a brand new day. So I highlighted three major components that stood out to me. It was a good movie. Wasn't my favorite Spider-Man movie, but it had a lot of cool components, and I picked out three that were my main factors that kind of that felt therapeutic to me. So first one we got, there are going to be spoilers as well, so if you haven't seen it, bounce, go watch it before you come watch this, but make sure you favorite this video, save this video, subscribe or whatever, so that way you can come back and watch it. But yeah, spoilers in alert, so if you're watching this, don't watch. So we got three, right? We're going to talk about the main components, some really deep aspects of the movie. So here we got a first clip. Our first clip is Peter Parker waking up in a web-style cocoon. This is when he is gaining organic webbing. So he has gone through a sort of metamorphosis in a way. I'm not sure exactly what type of spider this is supposed to be kind of identified with, but he's in a web cocoon and he's learning now how to kind of adapt. Let's watch it and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So he kind of passed out. Yikes, that is a... So the reaction here is, again, he's now has organic webbing straight out of his wrist. I mean, oof, yikes. Absolutely knocked the wind out of himself, because that's, yeah, that's a rough one. So that is the clip that I wanted to highlight because it's a key indicator of what's to kind of come in the movie. So this is a key metamorphosis, a key transformation. So the fact that he's relied on this inorganic web material that he's created allows him to have significant control over it. The textile strength, or tactile strength, I forget exactly which word it is. He's able to control for all those components because he's so scientific brain, but now it's organic, so he doesn't really be able to have that organic control over his body. Here we're seeing a kind of shift in personality and identity, and that's really reacting to his body. He is now, again, his body's reacting, and in the movie, he measures his arachnid levels, and he sees that his arachnid levels are increasing. So he's becoming more arachnid-like versus human-like. So there's a battle for his DNA that things like gamma radiation or something, because he goes to the Hulk and talks about it. But it's something that he then has to deal with and work with because I'll show you in the next clip of why it's important. Because he tries to avoid this. He tries to block part of himself, and then we see what happens. In therapy, if we're blocking part of ourselves, if we're resisting, it's going to continue, if not get stronger. If there's a part of me that I am pushing back or putting on the back burner or just pushing away, it's going to get stronger and reinforced through my experiences and eventually react in a maladaptive way. I see it very common. It's very normal. It's a normal occurrence, but there's a saying, if you resist, it shall persist. So it's just saying if you're resisting something so difficult or something hard in a therapeutic field or a therapeutic realm, it's going to persist longer than you really wanted to. It's better to focus and process when you're in a safe headspace, when you're okay with doing it. You know, it's okay to have strong emotions, but it's important to not resist it. Because again, like the saying says, it's going to persist. So in this next one, we have a YouTube short. So this is when he's fighting, trying to get to Jean Grey, the individual who is holding almost everybody in the 5 kilometer span. She's controlling everybody. She has mind control over these people. So he has resisted it so much up to this point. He had something on his neck that allowed it to kind of control for the different radiation, gamma radiation activation sequences or whatever it may be. I'm not a biology major, so I'm not really sure. But it was adapting to the arachnid DNA that's inside him and blocking it in a sense that he can use the inorganic material that he creates. So watch what happens here. So let's start pressing. Boom. And they had weapons that focused his specific webbing. And so here he's fighting, and he's finally embraced it. He's finally embraced it and allowed his animalistic behavior and his reactionary, his way to save his body as an organism, allowed it to take over, and he has more control over it. So instead of fighting it, here we see the step of actually embracing it and dealing with it in the circumstances that are shown. So we're seeing more of a sense of kind of reaction, a biological reaction that's coming, and he's no longer pushing that part away from him. He is no longer resisting that aspect of him that's so important, and he's able to fight now, and allows him to give him the upper hand because he's embracing what's changing. A lot of the time, individuals that I work with, change is scary. It's not even just individuals I work with. It's just a fact I see, a pattern I see with a lot of people. Change is scary. A lot of people avoid it like the plague, and they get uncomfortable with it. But if you're uncomfortable, you may be changing, which is a good thing. Change doesn't happen in a comfortable way. It just doesn't. That's not true change. If you're comfortable and you're saying you're changing, there's an aspect that you're not being truthful to yourself, and there may be even avoidance in yourself. So check that. Use that to kind of explore your self-awareness. It's always a good way to check yourself, not in the sense of you're second guessing yourself, but in a way of just to expand your self-awareness. The third one I wanted to talk about is Jean Grey going through grief and loss, going through so many different difficulties. Having lost her sister is the main component. She's searching for her sister and doing many illegal things, breaking into government facilities, but it also shows that the government in this situation is not safe. And the ones that are supposed to be doing the proper things are doing some very terrible things probably against the Geneva Convention. Here, she feels as though she has no one. And somebody, Spiderman, who is fighting against her, has something to say. Let's jump right into it.
No one. Harry.
Boom. So his sixth sense is spot on too, because he's now embraced. So when he says "you have me," she kind of looks at him kind of second guessing. I'm not sure if he's just saying that to say that, but to be immediately followed up with actions. Actions speak louder than words. She's going through grief. This is a way to support her. Somebody made a decision, obviously wasn't in tune with what was fully going on, didn't have all the information, but made judgment calls, and it put her life at risk. But Spider-Man was able to just react and save, and it may bury a seed that allows it to grow in her of just reacting and using powers for good, because she's just misunderstood. She had a lot going on. There was a lot of things that kind of pushed her to make a little bit more maladaptive decisions that wasn't safe or maybe legal. But it was interesting that it allowed her being able to kind of calm down too, was her being able to actually go inside Peter Parker's mind and be able to hear something from a loving adult, because all the adults in her life were very unsafe. And when a child grows up in an unsafe environment, they're not gonna be able to trust multiple adults. And a lot of adults are not great people. That can happen. A lot of people can suffice to what they've been through, and they treat people worse. Hurt people hurt people. I said it time and time again on this channel, and I'll continue saying it until I'm 80 years old. Hurt people hurt people. So if they're not able to process and forgive and work through the things that they've gone through, they're going to continue the cycle until someone's ready to stop it. It's hard, it's difficult, it's unfair, but it's a necessity in order to stop the addition of negativity being put into the world and the planet. So I really hope this was a cool thing. And then it kind of ended. I think there was like an ending credit of her walking into the mansion for the X-Men, I believe. But yeah, that wraps up Spider-Man New Day. Really 3 major components. There was a lot more. There was a lot of cool ones. So I really recommend go watching it. It's a really cool movie. I enjoyed it. Tom Holland did a good job, I believe. Plotline, I think, was pretty cool, pretty dope. I wish Jean Grey had a little bit more screen time. It was very spotty. She was kind of hidden. I get the component of her power needing her to be a little more hidden, but I wish there was more cutaways. That's just me personally, though. If you've seen the movie, make sure you drop a like on this video. If you have watched it and there was a part that I missed that you really like, drop a comment down below. I'm always curious to see how my subscribers enjoy movies and if there's any parts of it they enjoyed. Or if there's a movie you'd like me to review, too. I love watching movies. I did The Odyssey not too long ago, so if you haven't watched that video, go check that out. But yeah, good movie overall. Enjoyed it. And of all those things, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We're always doing some cool stuff. We're always trying to react to new stuff. And hopefully in the future, we'll be able to explore maybe live streaming, maybe one live stream a month. I'm going to maybe try to explore that. But yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next video. See you then.